Hi there, and tonight I'm going to talk a little bit about FI, and while other folks have done a great job talking to FI at length, I want to combine a couple of ideas and concepts. This is just my own theory, so take it with a shakerful of salt, please, and if pieces of it don't resonate, discard as necessary, and if some of it's helpful, then great. So, FI, or introverted feeling, is a judging function. What that means is, yes, there's some relationship to emotion, that is, emotion feeling happy, sad, irritated, angry, or what have you. But FI being a judging function means that it works on the basis of some kind of internal or external inputs. It takes those inputs, puts them underneath a feeling lens, and then once it examines it with feeling, produces some sort of processed output, that is, judging the rightness or wrongness of a thing or making a decision on some other dimension. It is a reaction. It is also a rational reaction in that if you give the same FI-DOM the same inputs at a different time, it should produce exactly the same results. Once you know how an FI-DOM works, similarly to a TI-DOM, you give them a certain set of parameters, you feed that into the system, you're going to get the same result out. It is a selfish function, and by that I mean rather than being selfish and just doing whatever you feel like doing, it is something where you insert yourself into the role of someone else in order to decide how you feel about a particular thing. So when somebody asks, would you rather do chore X or chore Y, or should this person be punished in this way or that way, you either look to your own role or to the role of the other person, and then based on placing yourself in whichever role and sort of picturing what it means to, or feeling through, let's say, what it means to go through whatever that question is about, you can then come up with a solution or at least some sort of, a judgment on said thing. Another thing that I think folks get potentially wrong is that every personality type has feelings, and every one of them, I believe, has very deep feelings. What the difference is with an FI-DOM versus others is that they are typically more aware of feelings and have potentially greater granularity of understanding of what feelings are about. So we're someone who might have FI backslot somewhere low on the stack, might be happy or sad or irritated, or have different, kind of a raw primary colors, let's say, of emotions. Someone who is an FI-DOM can potentially pull apart or see a lot of different nuance in what the emotions are all about, look at emotions to different degrees, and just have a general awareness of what they are feeling. So there is sort of this, at least with INFPs, this abstraction of distance to say, how do I feel right now? And what does that mean? And how would this other person feel? And what would that mean? So that is one of the things that I think people get wrong, and why folks who've got FI lower in the stack sometimes get confused and believe that they're INFPs or ISFPs, because they feel deeply, and it's said that FI-DOMs feel deeply, but I think it's more about there's greater awareness and greater awareness of nuance of feeling with FI-DOMs. Of course, we sacrifice it in giving up a lot of awareness to other potentially, very important things. So to start wrapping things up, one last thing I wanted to talk about is that it looks like FI's placement on the stack will give kind of different results. And that is someone who has FI in first or third will typically look more like that introverted thinker, someone who's conserving energy, someone who's looking internally first and reacts to the outer world as is necessary. Whereas someone who's got FI second, I can't really speak to FI fourth, I don't know too many folks who are ESTJs or ENTJs, but someone who's got FI second is more likely to combine that with their dominant function and use that much more as an instrument to go out into the world with. That is, they feel internally, but they're much more likely to express externally how they feel. So an ENFP or ESFP might be much more likely to say, I don't feel that's fair, or I feel that you shouldn't say that, or I feel that kids should have discounted school lunches. They externalize the things that they feel are correct. Whereas with an FI Dom, you're more likely to sort of get someone who's going to conserve energy and not necessarily react or express those opinions as openly out into the world. They're more likely to listen to others and then sort of consider, will my response make a difference? Is there something that is worth the energy to put into, to externalize into the world, to cause an effect? So that's kind of maybe part of that FI judgment, to say not just, do I feel this is wrong, but also, is this important enough? And is the situation merit expending the energy to declare this particular thing wrong? Anyway, so these are some initial thoughts about FI. I hope that it might be helpful in some ways that you might think about what FI is all about. And I may address this with another follow-up in the future. As you know, though, I haven't been posting too many videos lately, so I hope to do it more quickly, but it may take a bit of time. So hope you're all doing well, and bye for now.